Hi guys, welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We've got a regular contact form here today. When your customer fills it out, we're going to have it redirect to a custom page that we're going to build. Really easy to do. Let's just do one to show you what's going to happen. Yeah, let's say hello. Put in the little capture right there. And hit the submit, and it's going to redirect us to this page right here. And you can add what you want. I've kept this very simple today. A basic one is I've got a back to home button here. If you wanted to, you could have a blank page. I'm using the regular page for this today. Really easy to do. I'll show you exactly what to do. So let's enable the Visual Builder. I'm going to go down. And I'm going to delete the little form that we've got here. Now before I build the form, I'm going to build the page that we're going to go to. So I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to go to New. I'm going to say Page. We'll go over there, we'll give it a name. I'm going to call my message sent. Obviously I'm going to use the Divi Builder. I'm going to build mine from scratch today. Put in the default section for us. I'm going to put a single column in mine. Like I say, you can go to town with yours. I'm going to keep mine very simple. I'm going to use a Blurb module. For the title, I'm going to say message sent. Obviously put in what you want here. And let's grab this bit and see. Thanks for reaching out. I'm going to return, and we'll make that a header. Make that a header 3 perhaps. I move this out of the way, you can see what's going on there. There's the header, there's our subheader, and our content right there. Obviously we can edit all of this, and I'll do that in a moment. If we roll on down, I'm going to use an icon rather than an image there, so I'll switch the little switch to on. Huge amount of icons to choose from with Divi, as they've teamed with Font Awesome. I'm just going to put that one in for simplicity. Link, I don't particularly want to link this anywhere. If you do, you can put a link in here down below. Great, that's all I really want to do. Obviously you'd have some text in there to tell them. I'm going to leave mine on the default. I'm going to save this, and let's get our section sorted before we do anything else. Blue tab for a section, green tab for a row, dark tab for a module. I'm going to go into the section. And I'm going to put in a background image just to make things look a little more interesting. I'll use the same one as I had before. We'll save that. Great. Well, we can't really see our text and our logo and things like that, and I really want this to be a lot bigger than it is. We'll take care of that in a moment. So let's firstly sort this text out. I'm going to go into this row and I'm going to give it a bit of a background. So I've gone into the green tab of the row. I'm going to go down to background. I'm going to make mine black. But I want to see some of the image through there. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to take the opacity down till I can see enough of it as I want to see. But our text is still going to stand out. Can't see the text at all well there. So we'll take care of that in the module in just a moment. While we're in the row, let's make it the shape that we want it. I'm going to go over to design. Sizing wise is fine. Spacing wise, we'll just give it a little bit of padding left and right for when it's in mobile devices. I'm happy with the way everything else is for the moment there. Let's just give it 10 pixels left and right. Just put the 10 in, hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side for you. Border wise, I'm going to give it some rounded corners. Quite rounded. I've given it 50 pixels there, that's fine. I'm going to give it a 1 pixel blue border. I'm going to go down and give it a bit of box shadow to complete the little effect. I'm going to give it that box shadow there. It's okay, but I'm going to change it to blue so it looks like a bit of a glow around there. Great. Well, that's our row. Let's take care of our module so we can see it. So dark tab for the module. Let's go over to our design, image and icon. I'm going to make that white. I want it to be a lot smaller. At the moment it's 96. I'm going to make it 50 pixels. Just put in the 50, it'll put in the pixel view, that's fine. Now all of my text, if we roll down, you can do with just the text here. So I want to put it all in the middle. I want to make it light in color. That's a bit better. We can see what's going on there. Now I want to make that title a lot bigger. If you roll over something when you're in it, you get a little blue circle with a paintbrush. I want to go into there. That'll take us straight to this heading. I want to make it a bigger heading for a start, so I'm going to make it a message 2. I'm going to make it bold. Divi's got a huge amount of fonts. I'm going to leave mine on the default there. To audition one, just roll over it. It'll give you an example of that font. Like I say, I'm going to leave mine on the default today. I will make it uppercase. I think I will make it a little bit bigger. So if we roll down, there's 26. I'm going to make mine say 32. Obviously adjust yours as you want to. And if you want to spread it out a bit, we can up the line height just a little bit on there. Great, well that's looking good. I think I might darken down that background of that row in a minute, but first I want to add a button that says go to the home page. So to do that, I'm going to click on the little plus to add a new module. Here's a Divi button right here. As you can see, it's popped it in. Take back to home page. And for the link, we want to put our home page link in here. We're just going to right click on my logo, copy the link address, pop it in there. Want it to open in the same window as we're going to the same site. If I was linking off site, you could open it in a new tab so that your site stays open. Great. Let's go over to our design now. I want that button to be in the middle. And let's just customize it a bit. So I'm going to go down to button. I'm going to say use custom styles for button. Button text size is fine and the color's fine. Let's change our button background to blue. And then when we hover over it, this is common to all Divi modules. If you hover over the dark writing, you'll see some icons. If there's a little arrow, we can set a hover state by clicking on the hover over here and giving it a different value or a different color in this case. Great. Button border width. Well, I'll give it 1. And the border color white is absolutely fine for me. Let's do the same with our button as we did with our row here. So I'm going to give it a fairly high border radius. Let's give it 15 pixels. Again, just put in the 15. It'll put in the pixels for you. Yeah, that looks about right to me. Now let's roll down a little bit more. I'm not going to have an icon on mine, but if you did, there's plenty to choose from, as there was up the top here. So I'm going to turn mine to off. Don't want any text shadow, but with the box shadow, we'll do exactly the same as we did for our row. So I'm going to use that box shadow right there. Shadow color, let's get the hover state up. We're on hover state at the moment. We're going to make that purple when it's purple. When we're not, when it's blue, I'm going to make it blue. Great, just gives it a little glow effect underneath there. Okay, well I'm fairly happy with that, but this really, I want this to stretch full page, and I want this to be in the center at all times. So to do that, let's go into our section. I'm going to write one little bit of code for this, and I'll put this code down below for anybody that wants it. For the first thing, we don't need any code. Let's go over to our design, go down to sizing. I'm going to give it a height of 100 VH, which is viewable height. So if I say 100 VH, any screen that it's being viewed on, it's going to be 100% of the height of that screen. That works for me. But I really want it all in the middle of the page, the message sent and the button. If you don't, you can stop right here and you're good to go. And don't forget, you can add anything you want under for sales and things like that if you've got things you want to redirect your customers to. But I want my little badge to be in the middle here. So let's go over to our advanced. To do this, I'm going to use a bit of custom CSS. So let's go down to our custom CSS panel. In the main element, we write display flex, semicolon. And then I want to justify all of that content to the center. So I'm going to say justify dash content colon center. And you may have noticed that's jumped down to the bottom. Well, not the bottom, but the center, I should say, of our section there. Absolutely perfect. Just what I want. So great. Well, we've done this. What we need to do now is publish this page, because if it's not published, we can't go to it or redirect to it. So I'm going to go down to the little purple button. I'm going to publish. And let's exit the Visual Builder. Great. Now we've published. We've got a URL here. Let's go to the first page where we started with enable the Visual Builder. We'll add a contact form here. I'll keep this very, very simple. Here's a contact form. I'm going to leave it on the default here. Obviously, you can add more fields as you need to. Have a look at some of our contact form building videos if you're not sure how to do this. I'm not going to put a title in. Success message, that's going to pop up briefly before it redirects in a minute. So we can say thank you, or whatever it is you want it to say. Submit button's fine. Here's the important part, the email address. Obviously, you've got to put an email address in there. That's where the message is going to be sent to. Message pattern, we did a video about that a while back. You can decide what you actually want to receive in your emails that way. You redirect, this is what it's all about today. I'm going to simply enable the redirect URL. Page I want to go to, this one right here. I want to copy this URL. We'll go back here and paste it in here. I'm going to go ahead and take spam protection off. You can actually use Google Recapture it with an API key if you want to. So let's save this. We've got our form now. That's all I really wanted to do. We'll save the page changes. Exit the Visual Builder. And just so there's no confusion, I'll close this page up. We'll go down to our little contact form at the bottom here. Fill it out. And let's submit it. And there it is. It's redirected to the little page that we just built there. And that's a great little feature, especially if you've got a message or a sales item, or you want to redirect them to a FAQ page or something. And then when they get here, they can either go back up here, here, or back to home just like that. So there you have it, guys. There's how to build a redirect page using the Divi Builder. Really easy to do, nice little feature to have on your site. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.